Is a special sports presentation from the Total Media Sports Network and 105.7 Hank FM. WLGC, Greenup, Ashland, Ironton. 105.7 Hank FM, WLGC, and the Total Media Sports Network presents the Boyd County Lions Coaches Show, a weekly look at Boyd County High School athletics. Live from 105.7 Hank FM, Kool TV Studios. Here's the voice of the Boyd County Lions, Greg Preston.
And hello, everybody, and welcome to the Boyd County Coaches Show, live from Reds Place, 8130 U.S. Route 60 here in Ashland. Tonight, we're going to have the basketball version of the Coaches Show. We'll talk to Coach Anderson, Boyd County head coach Randy Anderson, here in just a little bit. He's over at the gym still taking care of some stuff. Joining us right now, though, we got Jacob Spurlock, Malachi Payne, Ethan Raridan. They're going to talk to us a little bit here tonight on the Coaches Show. Joining me tonight also will be Ian Wilburn. Back to studio, we've got Dwayne Fowler. So it's a full show here tonight, and you can text these kids some questions here too at 740-302-0936. If you want to hear some questions, text it and we can get it on the air. Coach A, if you got some questions for him, we can do the same there. That number again, 740-302-0936. And going to join me here first, we've got Jacob Spurlock. And Jacob, first of all, welcome to the Coaches Show.
Thank you for having me.
Jacob Spurlock, a senior this year. Last year, 24 points a game. A great season. Injury at the end of the year that it's got to be tough, especially in the region finals.
Yeah, unexpected injury there.
2 years in a row.
Yeah, 2 years in a row. But, I thought the guys fought hard after. Sitting on the end of the bench, it hurt not finishing with them.
Yeah.
But, I think all the guys, they gave their all. Sitting on the end, I thought I was about to go to rough in a boot, but we almost got it, but, everything happens for a reason, as Coach A says.
Yep, and he's right about that. And, this year we got a pretty good team coming back.
Yeah, so we got, a couple starters coming back. Key player Clark, he got hurt again last year.
Yep.
Then we got a couple transfers that are, big time for us. So I think we definitely got all the pieces for sure.
Yep. Now, you take a look at this schedule that we play here to get ready for the postseason. I mean, it's a big-time schedule.
Yeah, that's what we want. We want to play all kinds of different teams around the state, give us some respect everywhere around because, everybody thinks Eastern Kentucky is just part of West Virginia, Ohio, or whatever. So we got to win those big games, that's for sure.
And, I got to ask you, too, first of all, on your commitment to Youngstown State, congratulations on that.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Now, obviously you had several offers. What did you like about Youngstown State that stood out?
I feel like it was really like a second family. The Faulkners, really good coaching staff. I felt very loved there. I just feel like it was the right spot at the right time for me.
Yep, well, and that's good. You always got to feel comfortable where you're going. Have you decided what you're going to major in once you get there?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do sports management.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Back to the basketball season here. Tell me a little bit about the new guys that we've got in.
Well, we got Mally.
We're going to talk to him here in a minute. He came down to my classroom and talked me to death today. He don't hardly talk, does he?
Oh, you just got to get to know. Once he opened up his shell, he don't shut up. But, we got Mally, we got Rimmer, then we got Gunner from Lawrence. So we got definitely all kinds of great pieces.
Right, and you've got a lot of guys that can score the basketball. They're going to have to guard 5 different guys at a time.
Yep, we got to make sure, defense is a priority first because we can score with anybody.
Yep.
So.
And, last year we lost quite a bit of scoring, but we averaged 75 points a ball game. But at the end of the day, we got to make some stops.
Yep, that's all that matters, defense.
Yep. So what do you foresee here in this season?
I just hope, everybody, we got to gel together to make everything great. So all the new guys plus us, we got to gel together, play off each other, play together, and I think everything will be fine.
Right. Your last go-around, chance to go to Rupp Arena, it'd be great to do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's been the goal forever, but we got to make sure that happens this year.
Yep. Joining us now is Ian Wilburn. Coach, you got any questions for Spur?
Getting some in right now.
Oh, here come the questions.
Filtering through to make sure they're appropriate.
Yeah, making sure they're all right to ask.
Let's see.
This is going to be a fun night.
Oh, goodness.
Man, he's scrolling through that thing. Spur, you must be a popular guy tonight.
Let's see.
And I don't know if he's having to read every one of them.
Hopefully he's not too crazy on there.
I'm trying to get to where it was. I've lost my spot.
But, also in the next couple of weeks, go up to play at Highlands in a scrimmage.
Yep.
And then Lyon County over in Martin County. So one the weekend before Thanksgiving and one the weekend after. So that's, that's a tough test just as far as scrimmages go.
Yep. That's what we want, though, at the beginning.
Yeah.
A tough test.
And, Highlands out of that big, rough 9th region up in the northern Kentucky area. And you got Lyon County that's always ready to play. A couple of years ago got a state championship. Yep. But, yeah, it's a really tough schedule. And that's, like I said, that's just getting started with the scrimmages. You got one here for us, Coach?
I got you. Obviously, you're being mentioned a lot for Mr. Basketball here in the state. How are you handling that kind of attention?
I'm really not worried about numbers or anything this year. The main goal for me is just, getting a rep, winning a region, because that's one thing I have not done yet. So the main goal for me is that, but Mr. Basketball is going to come along with that. So I'm not really giving that much attention right now.
Okay. Another one that came through, what's one thing you want your teammates, especially your younger guys, because if you look at the roster, I think it was 5 8th graders and a load of freshmen. What is it that you want them to learn from you on and off the court?
Just stay working hard, stay disciplined, get in the gym, make sure your craft's right. Have fun, make memories with your friends. That's the main thing. Coach A always tells us memories and relationships. So
he's right about that.
Yeah. So, I can't take back until I was a freshman. So, a lot of those times I miss them. So it's fast.
Now let me ask you this: how competitive have practices been here in the early going?
Well, since we got Rimmer back earlier this week, it's been really good. Even before that, it's been really good.
Now I've got him in class, so I got to ask him and see if we got to call him out here. Is he in basketball shape yet?
Oh, you should have seen him yesterday. He was laying on the floor after a couple of them drills.
Okay.
But we'll get him there. He'll be all right.
Okay, good. He told me something total opposite. Any more questions come through, Coach, or is that it for right now?
That's it for right now.
Okay. And, obviously, this whole thing goes through Ashland, who's won 7 in a row. And you jump into the early season, you've got Ashland in a seed game, 3rd game of the season. How big is that?
That's the game everybody looks forward to around here. Those are the best games to play as a Boyd County kid.
Yeah.
So, I like that we're playing early, get that early test going.
Yep.
So, I hope we'll be ready for it.
Okay. Jacob, I appreciate you stopping by here. Let's go ahead and get somebody else in for a minute.
Thank you for having me.
Well, when all this stuff starts coming along, I get the first interviews, right? Now we got Malachi Payne stepping in here. And, Mally, how have you enjoyed it at Boyd County?
I love it. I think they welcome me with open arms. So with that, I just got to go out there and show them what I could do.
Yep. So, you and I got to talk a little bit earlier today, and coming from PDI, what's the biggest transition coming from there to prep school to here?
I think it's just like the schooling part, like just going all day and just the school.
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't change as far as prep, like it's higher level. So just
right.
coming down here, I feel like I just got to take my role and just take my team to the farthest we can go.
Okay. Now you speak about your role. What is your role at this point?
I feel like it's just holding everybody accountable, and then on the basketball side, just get 2 feet in the paint and making my shooters better and scoring if I need to. So.
Yep. And now from what I've heard, from everybody, a true point guard.
Yes, sir.
And so it's good to see that. And, have practices been different for you here than they were last year?
Yes, I feel like we got better shooters. But as far as, like, competitive-wise, I feel like that don't change no matter where you're at.
Right.
I feel like you just got to compete. So.
Now, you got a bunch of guys that if you can get it in the paint and dish it out, they can knock a lot of shots down.
Yes, sir.
And from what I hear, too, you can guard some guys.
Yes, sir. You got to pick up 94 feet.
Now, I got to ask you here. I got a video, a couple of videos that Coach A sent me. Tell me about the dunk. Was that at Martin County?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What happened there?
I rejected the screen, took one dribble, and the rest.
That was pretty nice. He sent that with me the day I stopped over at practice over there. I was like, okay, I guess this kid can play a little bit.
Yes, sir. I feel like that's a thing that I've kind of been trying to add to my game is just playing above the rim, no matter if it's like on layup, smacking glass, or just trying to dunk it.
Yep. And now, I know Ian asked Spur this, but what do you do to try to? And I know I've seen you in practice do this. What do you do to try to help the young kids along?
Oh, I just try to talk. I feel like when I was a freshman, they was trying to get me to talk, and I never really understood what it was to talk. But as you get older, talking is key on the court. So I feel like off the court you could be however you want to, but on the court you got to talk. You got to.
Yeah. And just watching everything, what is your favorite part of the basketball?
I just like to compete. So anything, we just got to win. I'm a winner.
Okay. Well, that's what we need here.
Yes,
Coach A's had that all ever since he's been here, and I'm glad you're having a good time out here at Boyd County. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and step out. We got a break that we owe you right now. We'll take that. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more on the Boyd County Coaches Show from Red's Place. Back after this on 105.7 FM WLGC.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
At Clark's Pump and Shop, we're not just a gas station, we're your neighbors.
We're the folks who support your child's sports teams, fuel your mornings with fresh ground coffee, and have a friendly staff that probably knows the name of your dog.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Tired of gas prices draining your wallet faster than your tank?
Download the Clark's Pump and Shop Rewards app. Earn discounts on gas, breakfast sandwiches, drinks, and more.
Fuel up, snack up, save up with Clark's Rewards. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Hungry for flavor that hits the spot? Red's Place in the Meade Station Plaza has been serving Ashland for 7 years, and they're just getting started. From fan favorite stuffed mushrooms to hand patty burgers like the Red's Loaded Burger to jumbo wings tossed in your choice of 20 sauces, you'll taste the difference every time. At Red's Place, it's more than great food. It's personalized service that makes you feel right at home. Red's Place, 8130 Route 60 in Ashland. Find them on Facebook and taste the tradition.
You're back with all the action, all the pride. Boyd County Lions football on 105.7 WLGC.
And welcome back to Red's Place, 8130 US Route 60 here in Ashland for the Boyd County Coaches Show. And we'll have Boyd County head basketball coach Randy Anderson here in just a few minutes as soon as he can get here from the gymnasium. He sent us some players along the way while he had to take care of some duties over there. We've talked to Jacob Spurlock. We've talked to Malachi Payne, and now we're going to talk to Ethan Raritan. Ethan, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate
it. Let's fix your microphone up, pull it up a little bit here, and there we go. Now, had a big year last year, shot the ball really well.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And so this year, with as many scores we got, does your role change any?
I don't think it changes any. I think because, I'm here to hit shots, but I'm also here. I really want to be that spark plug that we need because we know that whenever we get stops, we'll be able to get out in transition and really score the ball really well. So defense is number one. That's what I've been trying to improve the most in the offseason, and really just be a team player, make the extra pass,
Mm-hmm.
get boards. I've been focused on that a lot, and just do the dirty work that our team needs to win.
And, obviously by the end of last year getting a lot of varsity playing time, you're on the scouting report now. So how does that change how you approach things?
I think I just got to be active. You see Steph Curry out there. He's never stopped moving. I just got to be in shape, have a good motor, and I'll be able to get my open looks. So I'm just super active, setting screens for other people. Coach A always says, set a good screen, you're going to be open.
Yep. And, he does say that a lot. And let me ask you this too, with so many scores that we have, it's going to be hard to double team somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If they double somebody, we're always going to have someone open, and everybody on the floor can shoot the ball. And we're really confident in the ability that we have on the offensive end.
Yes. Tell me a little bit about what you think about this year's team, with some new guys coming in. And I'll tell you what, there's an abundance of talent here.
Absolutely. I think if you look at this roster, I think it's one of the most talented rosters at Boyd County. I really believe that. I think we got every piece that we need to be very, very successful, I think.
Yep. And now, practice-wise, what have we been working on to try to improve that?
Again, I know I mentioned it, but it's always defense. We know we can score with anybody, like Jacob said, but it's how we get down. It's how we guard. We stressed a lot about rebounding.
Mm-hmm.
It's how we board it, because we're going to play good. We're going to play long. We're going to play strong teams, and we need to be able to get on the boards, get second shots, and just do the dirty work.
Right. And I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Mally here. What's your favorite part of the game?
Favorite part of the game, I love playing with my best friends. Us gelling together, sharing the ball. Last year we set a lot of records for assists at Boyd County, and there's nothing like the feeling of gelling. It's poetry. It really is. That's how basketball is.
Right. And just potentially, what does this team have a chance at doing?
Being, Coach A says, special, I think. I think we got all the pieces we need, and everybody can do their job. We're gonna be good. I love our team.
What's Boyd County going to have to do to get better, to get over the top and win a region championship?
I think that's a good question.
Yep.
I think we got to put everything behind us. From past years, it doesn't matter. It's one, let's say we end up getting to the region championship. It's one game. It's one game, and we do whatever we can to win. You all talked about it earlier, Jacob going down, that hurt us, but we really, that whole game, we felt good, and we just gave it our all the whole game. And I think that's what we got to do, and I think we'll be able to get the job done.
And, especially you take a look, Cole Hicks was such a good leader last year. You lost him. Now you got to have somebody step in and take that spot.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's the job for all of us seniors.
Yeah.
Mally's done a great job in practice of talking and getting everybody hyped, getting everybody locked in. And it feeds off everybody. And then me, Jacob, Gunner, we all feed off of it. And it's just a great atmosphere at practice. He pushes us every day, and it makes us all better.
Yep. And now, football season over with, starting to get some guys back into the gym. Mm-hmm. How does that change everything as far as it's going to turn out in rotation-wise, you think?
Yeah, we're working with a lot of different lineups right now. We're never running through plays, running through offense. We're really – we have a lot of guys that can do a lot of different things, and so we're experimenting with lineups, and we're going through it, and I really like where we're at. I really do.
Yep. Okay. And if you take a look at the region right now, obviously, with Ashland winning 7 in a row, everything goes for them till somebody beats them, and they're going to have a pretty good ball team again this year.
Yeah, they're going to be good.
So
we think we will be too.
Yeah. So it ought to be pretty good. And, Coach, you got any questions for Ethan?
My question is who do you try to model your game after? Because you say you like to do the dirty work. So, that's not a typical, thing you hear from a high school kid. I want to go out there and score or, get the flashy assist. But to go do the dirty work, who do you try to get that game off of?
Mm-hmm. Well, I watch a lot of Kentucky basketball games. And recently, I love the way Lamont Butler played. Of course, I'm not a point guard, but I love the way that he led the team. I love the way that he got on defense. He was super reliable, and I really loved watching him play.
Yeah, I think Mally mentioned it best. Probably a good word for that is he competed.
Absolutely.
And,
Every game, every possession, every second, he competed and made the team better.
And, you're talking about Kentucky basketball. I'm glad you brought that up because I get so caught up into Boyd County basketball. Tonight, following this, we're going to join the Kentucky game in progress. It'll be the pregame. It starts at 6:30, but we'll have it at 7 o'clock once this show goes off. And I know you're a big Kentucky fan. This ought to be a big game tonight. Who you got?
L's down.
L's
That's all
down.
I gotta say. L's down.
Okay. I'll tell you what, it ought to be a good one over at the Young
I'm
Center.
excited.
No question about that. And tell you what, it was great having you in the classroom. And what are your plans for next year?
So I want to go to Kentucky, and that's my plan, and go into sports management. And I'm kind of looking at minoring in a broadcast journalism maybe.
Now, you talk about going into sports management, and, that's a broad statement. What part of it would you like to go into, or is that something that you've thought about yet?
Yeah, I would love to go into a front office role of some kind of team because, growing up I've always played 2K, and I love building teams and making trades. It's always just been an interest of mine, and that's a dream of mine. I would love to do that in real life. Now, let me ask you this too, senior year and all that. What's been your favorite part of Boyd County basketball? Been around it a while, so I don't want to
probably had some pretty good moments.
Yeah, I don't want to be broken record with everybody, but memories and relationships. It really is like, playing with Cole, playing with Rhett, playing with Jason, playing with Trey Holbrook back in the, it's great people every single year that you get to spend a big chunk of your life with, and it's the best. Hotel rooms, going on trips.
And plenty of those this year.
It is a lot of fun. But they're fun, though. We're ready for the competition, and it's just the people, the great people, and the great memories that you make. It has to be the best part of it.
Well, Ethan, I appreciate it, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you again down the road.
Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you.
All right, it's Ethan Raridan here on the Boyd County Coaches Show. And, Coach, do we have any more questions that have been texted in here or anything? I know you said there was a couple that had something for Spurlock.
Yeah, I got one for Spurlock.
Let's get Spur over here. Spur, man, you're getting all the questions tonight. Let's let him get the headsets on here. So what do we have?
All right, you ready there, Spur? All right, what's been the toughest mental challenge to get to this point in your career?
The toughest mental challenge? I say probably going day in, day out, no matter how you feel, no matter if you're sore, you're sick, go in and work every day because, some days you just don't feel like going to the gym, get shots up, or, going lifting. But it's what you got to do to be great. So that's probably been one of the bigger mental aspects of it.
And how hard has it been, because you've had some injuries, how hard has it been to fight through those?
Yeah, those have been pretty tough as well. I forgot about those because I done to my ankle twice already this year. So that was, tough getting back from that. But, you just got to stay strong and trust the process.
Yep. Okay. Anything else there, Coach?
Well, I got another one for you. So I know, I've spent a lot of time down at the middle school with track and just helping out with the middle school teams. I see you down there in that gym all the time. So what does the typical day look like for you as a high-level player preparing for this season?
Well, I like to get a lot of shots up on the machine. That's probably my favorite thing to do because you can rep all kinds of different stuff out of it. So I like doing the machine. And also, I like lifting weights. Like, usually basketball players don't like lifting, but, my dad, he's pushed me through that way. You got to be stronger. You got to be more physical.
Your dad's been a big part of your journey.
Yeah, he's actually my trainer.
Yep.
I don't go to, pay nobody. I have him. He goes, works me out at the gym, then he goes, works me out through weights. So he's been my trainer through my whole career.
And he's done it the right way.
Yes, sir, he has. It's been hard on me, but,
Well, that's part of the process.
Now. Yep.
We got anything else coming in?
Is there a part of your game you've been focusing on improving this year?
Yeah, probably ball handling. People probably overlook the ball handling aspect of me, but, I got to do better with, applying pressure and stuff like that. So,
and, I've noticed in the past couple of years especially, being in the weight room, you've gotten stronger and it's helped your overall game and athletically.
Yep. Being physical helps you get the ball, score, stuff like that. So, I think lifting weights and being more athletic has helped me a lot.
And I think what a lot of people don't understand, I know that everybody looks at you as a scorer, but last year you led the team in rebounding too. I mean, really good on the boards, and a lot of that has to do with that physical ability that you've had in the weight room.
Yep, I think that's an underrated part of my game is rebounding.
No question about that.
Yep.
And then it looks like final one. If you could describe this year's team in one word going into the season, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. One word for this year's team. I'd just say dogs. I think we got a bunch of dogs. Everybody that just, loves to play basketball and wants to win. So I'd say dogs.
Okay. All right, let me ask you this too. While we're on the subject, now you've been having some early morning practices with Coach A, before school.
Yeah.
How you like those? I mean, when I was coaching basketball, I always loved those right there, just for the fact that you had the day done.
Yeah. So when we're done with those, you don't have basketball after school. So like you can go do whatever you want really, but those are just hard to get going, get everybody going at practice. But after they're done, it's like those are the best practices to have.
Yep, and then, you want to, like you were talking, later in the evening, you can go over and get some more shots up.
More shots, go lift, hang out with your girlfriend, whatever you want to do.
Yep, and that's part of the college game. It starts early.
Yep.
So, well, appreciate your time. We're going to go ahead, step out, and take another break. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more. I know Coach Anderson is on his way now. We'll talk to him and about the upcoming season. And so far, it's been a great show. Appreciate your time, Jacob, and we'll talk to you again. Let's go ahead, step out, take a break here on the Boyd County Coaches Show from Reds Place, 8130 U.S. Route 60 on 105.7 FM WLGC.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
At Clark's Pump and Shop, we're not just a gas station, we're your neighbors.
We're the folks who support your child's sports teams. Fuel your mornings with fresh ground coffee and have a friendly staff that probably knows the name of your dog.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Tired of gas prices draining your wallet faster than your tank?
Download the Clark's Pump and Shop Rewards app. Earn discounts on gas, breakfast sandwiches, drinks, and more.
Fuel up, snack up, save up with Clark's Rewards. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Hungry for flavor that hits the spot? Red's Place in the Meade Station Plaza has been serving Ashland for 7 years, and they're just getting started. From fan favorite stuffed mushrooms to hand patty burgers like the Red's Loaded Burger to jumbo wings tossed in your choice of 20 sauces, you'll taste the difference every time. At Red's Place, it's more than great food. It's personalized service that makes you feel right at home. Red's Place, 8130 Route 60 in Ashland. Find them on Facebook and taste the tradition.
You're back with all the action, all the pride. Boyd County Lions football on 105.7 WLGC.
And we're back at the Boyd County Coaches Show, 8130 U.S. Route 60 in Ashland. Tonight we're joined by head basketball coach Randy Anderson, and we've talked with Jacob Spurlock, Malachi Payne, and Ethan Reardon, and we'll talk to Coach Anderson here in just a few minutes as he's making his way over from the gym. If you have any questions you want for Coach Anderson, you can text that to 740-302-0936. That number again is 740-302-0936. And, Ian, we've got to thank these people out here at Red's Place. They've done a wonderful job hosting the coaches show. Great food, but, it's just been fun about being around people out here.
Oh, it's been great. And the environment, just kids, just seeing them interact with the people of the community, it's been great.
Yeah, but and that's something that gets overlooked. Kids doing stuff in the community. That's a big part of building kids' character.
Yes, and maybe not this week, but during our weeks with football, we had all kinds of ages out here, and
yes.
so they're getting to see the kids that they're going out Friday night and watching from the sidelines up close and personal. So it's a whole different feel for us.
Oh, no question about that part of it. And the Lions last year had a good year at 23-12. Ended up the final record there, and it got beaten in the region finals. Spur went down. Jackson Childers took a hard shot in the championship game, and I'll tell you what. At that championship game last year, Jackson Childers battled. You had Cole Hicks battle. You had Griffin Taylor working through an injury all year long. Red Holbrook just, he gets out and competes. He sits down and he guards people. It's a really good team last year. And, you hope you can build with that with some of these guys as Coach Anderson's made his way in here. And we'll get him on the air here in just a second as soon as he gets a chance to get over here. But you and I talked a little bit about it earlier. You lost a lot of points off of last year's team, but you're getting ready to replace that as well.
Yes, I think we did the math. It was a little bit under 60% of the points from last year, graduated, but coming back in, our three boys that transferred in, they are going to, cover that plus maybe a little bit more.
Yep. And we'll wait on Coach A to get over here, and we'll get him on as well. He's out here. We're going to start calling him a governor. I think he knows everybody.
Oh, guaranteed. I mean, in this position, you almost have to.
Yep. Oh, no question about that. And he's going to come over here and join us right now. And, Coach, we'll let him get the headsets on here. And, Coach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And, kind of hectic. You had practice. You had a Booster Club meeting getting down here. Thanks for sending the kids. They were great. They really were. And, looking forward to a good year this year.
Yeah, we are too. It's just you're in that busy stage, you know what I'm saying, where transition, we've got, some of our football guys out and teams kind of getting completed. And so now it starts, the serious stuff. You got to make sure you get the roster right. You got to make sure you get a picture taken. All you media guys is all over us. And I'm just kidding. And then, it takes a lot to run a program. And I'm so thankful for our parents and our booster people that's given donations and that type of thing. In the last 2 or 3 years, just because of the clientele and the team that we've had to travel a lot.
Yep.
And money doesn't grow on trees, and you gotta have people to help you. But not making excuses for why I'm late. But I'm glad that I've got 3 good seniors that's been around, got good IQs, and it's always good for them to learn people skills and that type of thing. So very proud of them.
Yep, and the traveling part doesn't change this year. I mean, especially in the month of December, you go to Knoxville a couple nights. Go down to Lexington Catholic for 3 or 4 nights. Go to George Rogers Clark for a couple of nights. I mean, it's a brutal schedule.
It is. We're leaving on the 22nd, playing a really good Highlands program, scrimmaging them, and we haven't done a good traditional scrimmage in a while, and going to be able to do varsity JV freshmen there on that Saturday. The next Saturday, we got invited back to play in the fast lane up at Martin County and playing a really good Lyon County club. And then from there, we'll have 4 or 5 days to get ready, and then it's round ball.
Yeah.
And so varsity JV the first night against Morgan, the next day against Johnson Central. And then you've got Ashland in there.
Yep.
And the next thing you know, you leave and go to Knoxville. The next weekend, you're in Winchester. Then you go to Cov Cath, and it's a really good tournament. And then we're doing something different this year. We got invited to play New Year's Eve, Summersville Commerce holiday tournament. and we will play a really good Parkersburg South team that's been state tournament team 2 or 3, 4 or 5 years in a row there. So December, to say it's going to be busy, and then you got to throw youth league in there on Saturdays as well. So if we can survive December, then it only gets busier in January.
Yep, and obviously all this gears up to try to get to the state tournament and win a state championship. And you take a look at it, you've got Ashland, the defending 16th region champions, third game in, and it's already a seed game. How important is that?
It will be. It is. First of all, it's a pride game. It's these guys, they're going to live the rest of their life of how you did against Ashland, and so you add that to the seed. And Rose Hill, as far as I know, is not in our district again this year, and so it's going to come down to, you get that 1 seed, then you're looking at another day of prep. But anyway, it's important.
Yeah, and this year you got an abundance of talent. You lost an abundance of talent from last year, and it's hard to replace guys like Cole Hicks, Red Holbrook, Griffin Taylor, who was injured most of the year. But, I tell you what, the kid fought his way through it, and then you got Jackson Childers, and you got Brumfield there too. That's a lot to lose.
Really, really special bunch. It really is. And, just proud of what those kids are doing now. Griff going to school and got him a job. UPS the other day, and he's tickled to death. And you got Cole's doing really good. He'll end up being a doctor or something down there at Moorhead. Rhett's doing really good at U-Pike. Jackson Childers, he signed and he's playing at Marietta.
Yeah.
And so, just a really, really special, good bunch.
Yeah. And, these 3 that you sent to us today, and, today's really the first time I've got a chance to talk to Mally. He seems to be a really, really good kid. Very,
very basketball intelligent, extremely hard worker. He's a true point guard. He's done a really good job with leadership so far, and just has a way of his energy. It's hard to play with him and not have energy because number one, he's going to bring it, and number 2, if you're not, he'll tell you.
Yep.
And but it's been a joy having him around and have a chance to coach him. Jay Spur, he is committed and will sign on Wednesday to go to Youngstown State, and just really, really happy for him. Ethan has had the dream senior year. He's class president. He's the king. He did really well in golf. Won, in the region and got to the state tournament. And, Ethan has came a long way in the last year and a half. And, boys, he gets his feet set and he's got some space. He's been shooting the ball extremely well, but 3 special ones.
Yep, and, and you take a look over there at that table, and with Spurlock, you've got somebody's a legitimate shot at becoming Mr. Basketball.
He does. He's, you look at someone he's got a legit shot of 3,000 points.
Yep.
And the thing about it is, when you look at Jake, people just don't understand the hours that young man has put in the gym. It's, you have to have some natural athleticism, that type of thing. But the thing he does so well is a skill, and the only way that you get the skill to the point where he is through hard work. And I say that all the time. He's not been given anything; he's earned it. And so I'm just really proud of him. And we have another senior, Gunnar Woods, that's just really tough kid, shoots the ball extremely well and very physical. And so we've got a really, really good senior bunch this year.
Yep, and, I talked to him about it a little bit, but, kind of overlooked is his rebounding ability, Spurlock's.
Yes. He's if he's not led us, he's been right there night after night in the last 2 seasons. His rebounding total is really impressive. You throw a throwback, Jason Ellis. If Jason's listening, he's an old man now, but he kind of set the tone that, that's an extremely, extremely important part of the game, and to go and get him on both ends, and Jacob has followed suit.
Yep, and you mentioned Gunnar Woods. He was on a region championship team last year, and he can score the basketball as well.
He can. And once again, these are all very high IQ basketball kids, and so Coach Joe is putting the offense in and that type of thing, I mean, it's a quick pickup, and it makes practice, a whole lot better and more competitive because you're not dragging 3 or 4 days trying, to get kids to understand and the reason why you're doing it. And so it's a blessing that these guys have played a ton, but they know a ton.
Yep, and then, throw Caleb Rimmer into the mix, just got out of football, and another really good athlete and another good scorer.
He is. I mean, he's extremely out of shape, but he's working at it. He's a lot longer than you realize, and he has a real knack on the defensive end. Physical presence, he's really good. Clark Huff keeps progressing as well.
How is he doing from the injury?
He's coming off of ACL, and it's just day by day you see it coming a little bit. I mean, he's always been able to, if he gets his feet set, shoot the basketball. But during his downtime, he really worked on his upper body. Physically, he looks really good, and we're expecting him just to transition this thing and trying to do it smartly, but he's been a pleasure. Then you got Big Jake, just had tonsil surgery, and we won't get him active until next Monday. But
okay.
I'm on the low spectrum of the height standard, and then you look at Big Jake, and he looks like every time I see him, he's grown, and he's just a really, really fun kid. And then, I could just keep on going about the kids that we have in our locker room. I'm truly blessed. We've got good kids from good families that love each other, and they love to compete. We've got a really, really good young bunch coming as well.
Yeah, and we've got a couple of questions that have been texted in from the audience, and let's go ahead and see what we got here.
Coach, first one, what do you want this team's identity to be when people talk about them later in the year?
I think just the toughness. I'm saying, first of all, it's always chemistry. Chemistry is the vital point of all this. But I'd like for them to say this team really likes each other. You can tell that. They play hard for each other. They're physically tough. And they use their athleticism to the best of their ability because they're a very skilled bunch.
Okay, next one. We're excited to see the kids hit the floor. What should we expect from the team on opening night?
Well, I guess once the jitters let go, then I think that sorry, that's my phone. I should have turned it on silent.
Good thing we're not at school, Coach.
I know it. If you don't care, you can read that question again. What should they expect the first night they see us?
Yeah, what's the expectation for the team for opening night?
This bunch they've played so much. Basketball starts early in Kentucky with practice, and so our guys are itching to play. I think after 2 really good competitive scrimmages, I think our kids, they're not going to be as sharp as everybody wants them to be. But I think you're going to see a team that's not afraid to share the basketball. It's not afraid to go and try to get second shots. Defensively, that's always a work in progress. But man-to-man wise, physically, it's really good and almost to the point where, if we don't run into a 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", there's a lot of combinations. We can switch everything. So
right.
It's going to be one of those things to where I think that our defense will make our offense really good.
Yep. Let's go ahead right now, step out and take a break. And when we come back, we'll let Coach Anderson answer some more of these text questions. Back to the Boyd County Coaches Show after this from Red's Place on 105.7 FM WLGC.
Hungry for flavor that hits the spot? Red's Place in the Meade Station Plaza has been serving Ashland for 7 years, and they're just getting started. From fan-favorite stuffed mushrooms to hand-patty burgers like the Red's Loaded Burger to jumbo wings tossed in your choice of 20 sauces. You'll taste the difference every time. At Red's Place, it's more than great food. It's personalized service that makes you feel right at home. Red's Place, 8130 Route 60 in Ashland. Find them on Facebook and taste the tradition.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
At Clark's Pump and Shop, we're not just a gas station, we're your neighbors.
We're the folks who support your child's sports teams. Fuel your mornings with fresh ground coffee and have a friendly staff that probably knows the name of your dog.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Tired of gas prices draining your wallet faster than your tank?
Download the Clark's Pump and Shop Rewards app. Earn discounts on gas, breakfast sandwiches, drinks, and more.
Fuel up, snack up, save up with Clark's Rewards. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
You're back with all the action, all the pride. Boyd County Lions football on 105.7 WLGC.
And welcome back to the Boyd County Coaches Show from Reds Place, 8130 U.S. Route 60 here in Ashland. Glad to have you along. Greg Preston, joined now by Boyd County head coach Randy Anderson. Also with us is Ian Wilburn, and special thanks back to the studio, Dwayne Fowler. Short notice getting this show pushed up to 6 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock tonight because of the Kentucky-Louisville game that we've got coming up after we get done here. We'll join the pregame show in progress at 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock's tip-off for that one tonight. But Coach, I think that Ian's got some more questions that some people have texted in for you.
Okay.
Yep. Coach, with a lot of new faces on the roster, how are you helping the team develop chemistry before your first game?
I think the toughness of the practice a lot of times binds kids together. Our kids do a really good job in the locker room. I think our kids go out and eat together, that type of thing. They help themselves, but we just try to put them in situations where they get to know each other. Our program's always stood on 2 things, and that's relationships and memories. And we really try to push that because at the end of the day and at the end of their career, whatever the 2 things that'll last are those 2 things. And so we constantly are telling them that. And like our older guys, the guys that just graduate, they always come back and say, I wish I would have got a hold of this by the time I was a sophomore instead of my junior and senior year. But it's so important, and I think our kids do a really good job of, especially our older ones, of making the young ones feel respected and feel wanted, and it's just been a really good circle.
And I had a chance to talk to the boys a little bit about this, but I'd like your perspective on it. You've got 5 or 6 guys that can really score the basketball. It's going to make it tough on opposing defenses, especially the double team.
Yeah, we may, like a couple years ago in the 2A, Bell County boxing won Jacob.
Yep.
And this year, it's going to be tough. First of all, Mally does such a good job of getting in gaps and creating help so that lanes are open. When you got Gunner sitting out there and Ethan sitting out there and Clark sitting out there, it makes it tough for them to choose their poison to do something like that. Just so far, just what we've seen here in the few short days we had him, Caleb does a really good job of catching and not forcing, but will fan that thing backside. And so it could be lethal. It really could in certain situations.
And you got size, too. Caleb's about 6'4" and athletic.
Yep. Well, Jacob tells me he's 6'4". He wants to be introduced as 6'4". So if he's 6'4", Caleb's 6'5" or 6'6", and Big Jake's 7-footer. So.
Yeah. All right, you got some more questions for us here, Ian?
Yes. So you added, some big transfers with Malachi, Gunner, and Rimmer. How are they adjusting to learning your system compared to their old systems?
We're blessed because of their IQ. They've been around and they've been in some good programs and they've been taught, and it's like I said, it makes it really good, especially on the offensive side, and even with Coach Jesse with the defense, that you don't have to continue to reteach. Yeah. It's usually once, maybe twice, and these guys are smart enough to pick it up and understand it. And so to answer that question, it's those guys, because of their past experience, they've done a really good job of adjusting quickly to, from our transition to our flow to our set stuff. And then on the defensive end, we basically play two different things, and they've done a really good job with it.
Coach, we have a lot of senior leadership this year. What do you expect to see with them, with these younger guys? I think we have 5 8th graders on our varsity roster and a bunch of sophomores. So,
first of all, they're leading by example, and they really are. They work extremely hard. They've done a really good job of reteaching on the floor. They're not afraid to get after the little ones. The little ones respect it enough that they don't take it as criticism. They take it as help. And they have been really good, so to say, coaches on the floor already with our younger guys. It starts with their effort, but also they do a really good job, especially before and after practice, messing with the kids, and they have a good time. And so you build relationships like that, it makes it easier.
And, going back and looking at this schedule here too, Coach, that you've got this year, you take a look at it, there are no nights off.
No, it's 30 games, of competition against programs that we feel like kids are coached, and you have good athletes and good players.
And, you spoke about the 2A, and if I'm not mistaken, we open up in the 2A with Fleming County?
Yeah, at Fleming.
Okay, and that's a very good program.
Yeah, a long trip, good bus ride, and then, Buddy's done a really, really good job with that bunch. And every year, say, well, they've lost this one, they've lost that, and he comes right back, and, he does a really good job with his 2-3 and running transition the way he does, and he always finds 2 or 3 really good shooters. So being on the road at Fleming against a well-coached team, that'll be a hard first round. Yep. And then you get that one under your belt if you can, then you're off to Estill, and we've never been to Estill, I don't think.
And that's a semifinal and finals at Estill, correct?
That's right.
All right.
Yeah. So, you go all the way through that, and district games to on the road games. I think it's a really competitive schedule. And
it's going to be competitive just within the 16th region as well.
That's right. East and West, their kids always play extremely hard. Russell's got a nice ball club coming back, and so just kind of go down the line. It's like you said, it's night to night. We play to get better, but it's going to be against good people.
Now, just looking at the schedule here too, you go up to Newport on a Saturday. Is there a Friday game before that, or is it just a Newport trip?
No, we travel and play on the way up. We'll play Paris.
Okay, so that's where the Paris game falls in.
Play JV varsity game, and then get to travel with our young ones, and we'll stay all night in Louisville, and then get up the next day. And then if I'm right, I think the JV will play like at 12:30, and we play at 2.
And Newport's got a lot of talent.
Yes, they're really good year after year, and Coach does a really, really good job with his kids up there.
Any more questions for us tonight, Ian?
That looks to be it for tonight. That's
a pretty good amount.
Yeah. Yep.
Tell you what, they like you, and they like the kids here. No question about that. But looking forward to this upcoming season, and it's got a chance to be a special one.
It does. I just to start this thing out right, just thank you guys for all you do for our kids, and you're always kind and you're always promoting, and it means a ton.
Well, appreciate that, and Coach, we'll talk to you again here soon.
Okay.
As it's getting close to that time, we owe a break, and then we got to get ready for the Kentucky-Louisville game. Who you got?
I got to go with the Cats.
Got to go with the Cats. Okay. I think that was pretty much the consensus over there, except maybe Spurlock.
He's a Duke guy.
He's a Duke guy. Oh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think that happened in his younger days. So.
Okay, man. Coach, I appreciate it, and we'll let you get you something to eat here.
All right, thank you.
That's Boyd County head coach Randy Anderson. Let's go ahead, step out, and take our last break of the evening, and back. We'll close things out here from Red's Place, 8130 U.S. Route 60 in Ashland. You're listening to the Boyd County Coaches Show on 105.7 FM WLGC.
Hungry for flavor that hits the spot? Red's Place in the Meade Station Plaza has been serving Ashland for 7 years, and they're just getting started. From fan-favorite stuffed mushrooms to hand-patty burgers like the Red's Loaded Burger to jumbo wings tossed in your choice of 20 sauces. You'll taste the difference every time. At Red's Place, it's more than great food. It's personalized service that makes you feel right at home. Red's Place, 8130 Route 60 in Ashland. Find them on Facebook and taste the tradition.
At Clark's Pump and Shop, we're not just a gas station, we're your neighbors.
We're the folks who support your child's sports teams. Fuel your mornings with fresh ground coffee and have a friendly staff that probably knows the name of your dog.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Tired of gas prices draining your wallet faster than your tank?
Download the Clark's Pump and Shop Rewards app. Earn discounts on gas, breakfast sandwiches, drinks, and more.
Fuel up, snack up, save up with Clark's Rewards. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
You're back with all the action, all the pride. Boyd County Lions football on 105.7 WLGC.
And welcome back to the Boyd County Coaches Show here at Red's Place, 8130 U.S. Route 60 here in Ashland. Coming up here in just a few minutes, we'll have the Kentucky-Louisville pregame joined in progress. The game will tip off at 7 o'clock this evening. Kentucky at Louisville. We'll have Kentucky basketball on the air all year long here as well, along with Boyd County basketball. Pretty good combination, Ian.
That's what I'll take any day of the week.
Now, I'll tell you what, great show tonight. Kids did a great job. Coach Anderson, great as usual. Everybody getting ready to get something to eat here. My 16-year-old just went out and ate, and he's already texted me and telling me to bring him some of the shrooms from out here, and I'll tell you what, those are good.
I might have to steal one from him tonight.
Well, and those of you that haven't tried the Jared's Hot Honey Wrap out here, you have got to try that. I'll stand by that one. That's a really, really good part of the menu here.
Oh, it's a staple. I don't even like hot things, and by golly, I eat that all the time whenever I'm down here.
And we may get Dwayne something back to the studio, something like that one of these times, and let him have a taste, because he's got to stay there while we get here and we get all the good food and all that stuff. But anyway, looking forward to the broadcast of Boyd County basketball this year. I know you're going to be along some of this as well. Pete Fraley will do the color commentary for us here with the basketball program. And Lions got a good team on paper.
Oh, yes, and I'm just excited to see just all this athleticism out on the court.
Well, and you take a look at the kids here too, and Coach Anderson talks about those those memories and relationships, and you've heard them all talk about that, so something's sinking in.
Oh, yes, and, whenever we're sitting out in the hallways, it's not just one basketball player coming down. It's 4 or 5 of them coming together as a group, so they are definitely listening to what he's preaching.
Yep. But a special thanks here at Red's Place on 8130 U.S. Route 60 for hosting the Boyd County Coaches Show. We're getting ready to join live the pregame show of the University of Kentucky, University of Louisville playing tonight on a Tuesday. First time they've done that in a while. It's usually on a weekend, but hey, whatever they want to do, it's going to draw people, and it's going to be highly watched on TV.
Yeah, usually after Christmas too, or right before.
Yep, it is. They're playing it early this year, and join us here on the radio for Boyd County basketball and for UK basketball. But special thanks to Wayne Fowler back to the studio, for Ian Wilburn and Boyd County head coach Randy Anderson. I'm Greg Preston. Good night and God bless.
This has been the Boyd County Lions Coaches Show on 105.7 WLGC and the Total Media Sports Network. All rights reserved. Tune in next time for all your Boyd County Lions high school sports action.